All right. So we're going to let people continue to come in from the lobby. Obviously, we're streaming to the lobby, so no one's going to miss anything during this. So we're so excited to have you here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning and welcome to the third annual Transforming Justice Conference. My name is Atif Bostic, and I'm the Executive Director for Uplift Solutions, a nonprofit focused on the successful reintegration of justice-involved individuals, and co-founder of the Transforming Justice Conference. In 2019, based on our direct experience with serving justice-involved individuals, Uplift identified the need to bring together leaders, practitioners, supporters, and stakeholders to discuss the structural barriers to successful reintegration and the conflicts between the criminal justice system and systems of restorative justice. I shared these lofty ideas during an advisory board meeting when one of my co-founders, Sister Kathy Nerney, immediately said, "We need to make this happen," and Chestnut Hill and the Institute for Forgiveness and Reconciliation would be the perfect partner. We organized a meeting that included Sister Kathy, Dr. Lauren Barrow, and myself, and the Transforming Justice Conference was born. This year, we celebrate our third year where we focus on the power and vision of community. Today's conference will be split into two parts, a morning session and an afternoon session. The morning session will include a fireside chat, panel discussion, and keynote. The afternoon session will get hands-on and breakout sessions where we'll engage you in providing your thoughts, ideas, and feedback around everything that's discussed and whatever you want to discuss. Before I turn it over to my co-founder, Sister Kathy Nerney, I would like to thank a few people. I want to thank our sponsor for this year's conference, Keystone First. Keystone First has been an amazing partner in supporting the justice-involved community, from hosting partner expungement clinics to sponsoring events like this. I want to thank my co-founder, Sister Kathy Nerney, and Dr. Lauren Barrow with Chestnut Hill College, as well as my planning committee, or our planning committee, Kathy Smith, Kate Parker, Judith Registry, Ryan Murphy, Dr. Patricia Way, Akira Bradford Gray, Noah Averick, and Toral Patel. Thank you for all that you've done and all of the hard work that went into this conference. And of course, many of whom you will hear from throughout the day. Without further ado, I would like to turn it over to Sister Kathy Nerney, Director for the Institute of Forgiveness and Reconciliation at Chestnut Hill College.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Atif. So here we are on the 31st day of March in the year 2022. So it's been another unforgettable year with much violence and injustice affecting and destroying the lives of so many innocent people, of whom we remember our sisters and brothers in Ukraine most particularly. Nonetheless, we come together today not bound by a paralyzing wall of fear, but with an audacious outpouring of hope. With this collective energy, we strive toward a future where the worth and dignity of every person is respected and upheld. It's an honor to join with you today for our third annual Transforming Justice Conference, focused on the power and vision of the community as a transforming agent in our work of justice for all. So as Atif said, my name is Kathy Nerney. I'm a Sister of St. Joseph, a professor in the Religious Studies Department of Chestnut Hill College, where I serve as the director of our college's Institute for Forgiveness and Reconciliation. So just a moment to share something about our institute. So since its inception 14 years ago, our college's institute has worked to deepen and expand our commitment as a Catholic institution of higher learning to educate, advocate, and work together far beyond our college campus for a society where hatred and violence will not have the last word, but where the journey to forgive and reconcile will pave the way for healing and wholeness. As director of our institute, it has been my great privilege to work with others throughout our country and beyond to help restore and reclaim the humanity of every person and the one human community we share as an imperfect but beloved human family. So together, we stand firm in the conviction that there is another way. There's an alternative to divisions and condemnation, and together we seek to make this our common future. So as Mohandas Gandhi reminded us, forgiveness is not for the weak. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. My work has gifted me with the opportunity to meet some of the most courageous and inspiring people from various places, ethnic and racial backgrounds, diverse religious and social identities, from politicians and lawyers to police officers and prison wardens, from faith leaders to human rights advocates, from victims of violent crime to those who have taken responsibility for committing them. And those many different groups and individuals have strengthened my conviction that we share a common humanity, and our true work in life is to live out the oneness that we already are. So I want to acknowledge Atif Bostic, the executive director of Uplift Solutions, whom we all just met, as one of my greatest inspirations. So Atif's creative and empowering leadership skills, his gift of relationship building and strong connections, and his openness to ongoing learning and development have all contributed to shaping Uplift Solutions into an incredible agent for transforming justice. The many other speakers you'll have the chance to interact with today will likewise reflect that long list of committed social leaders. So our shared vision of a world at one incites and propels us, but it also demands perseverance and courage to bring that vision to reality. For this work of transforming justice, we come together today, and we stand on the shoulders of many others who have labored for diversity, equity, and inclusion over the years, that we might promote justice for all. We celebrate the equality that continues to see new light as women, and particularly women of color, step into new positions of leadership, secure on the shoulders of those who went before them, to quote our Vice President Kamala Harris. With her and with many others, we await the confirmation of the first woman and the first Black woman to serve on our United States Supreme Court, Ketanji Brown Jackson. So in honor of women's contribution to freedom and justice for all, I'd like to raise up this morning Ella Baker, who spent decades of her life working in our civil rights movement until her death in 1986. I'm struck by a quote of Ella's that I think resounds with the message we took away from our conference last year when we focused on systems change. A very significant component of that systems change will be our focus today, the power and vision of the community in affecting the kind of change we need to transform our justice system. So Ella Baker claimed that in order for poor and oppressed people to become part of a society that is meaningful, the systems under which we now exist have to be radically changed. And so Ella dedicated her life to systems change for the sake of the next generation. She saw the big picture and realized that human freedom has a goal that will take generations to carry to fruition. Her commitment to the young resonates with our work today, as juvenile justice takes center stage in our struggle to transform systems of injustice that far too often imprison young people in a past they cannot change, but who have all they need to become their truest selves with a little help from the kind of justice and equal opportunity that lifts them up to see and become who they can be for the sake of a better world for all of us. So the power of the community helping to bring about this change is so essential for us to know, to promote, and to celebrate. And this day will hold so much learning and opportunity for us all to learn what's already happening here in our city. So today we have chosen to live the conviction that until all are free, none of us is free. Until all are fed and housed and employed, the unmet needs of others diminish us all. So we have work to do, but we are stronger and better because you are here today. So welcome to our third annual Justice, Transforming Justice Conference. I so look forward to sharing this day with you as we engage in dialogue with amazing leaders whose commitment to the role of the community in transforming justice will empower all of us to acknowledge and to live more genuinely the truth of our interconnectedness. So welcome to each of you, and thank you for giving your time today and for all that you do each day in your daily lives, and for the contributions that you will make as our day unfolds. So we are enriched by your presence, even if it's not in person. So thank you, and let's move forward.
Sister Kathy, that was phenomenal. Thank you for your amazing words. And I think your words are absolutely timely for where we are. And I think that your words are only going to be reinforced by the rest of the speakers this afternoon. So thank you, for your words and everything you do as well.
Thanks.
So now.